Welcome, everyone. We are so happy to have you here. This is session or module 2 of 4 on building success through Instagram. 2 days ago, we had our first session or module, and it is recorded. You can find it on Facebook on the Demonstrator Planning Place or on Stampin' University. But before we get too much further, let me introduce myself. My name is Elizabeth Belleville, and I am a Demonstrator Development Manager. I'm here in Utah, and with me is my wonderful peer.
Hi there, everyone. I'm Emma Parkin-Wilson, and I'm one of the Demonstrator Development Managers from the South Pacific. And we are also joined by our fabulous Demonstrator Council, who we have been working with to bring you this training. So you'll get to meet them, our full council, over the 4 webinars. And so they're also here in the background helping to answer any questions you have for today's session. Now, we wanted to recap and really talk to you a bit about our training and what it's been based on. It's been based on the research that we've done and also from a survey that we sent out to you a few months ago. We asked some key questions on the subject of Instagram and what you wanted from the training. Now, we realize that you're all at very different levels with social media. Some of you are still learning. Some of you are kind of wanting to know a bit more about Reels and things like that. So please be sure to watch today and then go back at your own pace and give what we show a go and work through it. Follow the recording after we've done today, and then you can see how to do those basics. Now, over the next 2 weeks, we have 4 different webinars, and you will learn the basics and a range of different tools you can utilize. But please do keep in mind, this training is happening on social media through Instagram, and we're basing it on what's happening now on Instagram. A few little things may change over time, but we're sharing some useful tips that you can utilize and will help. So module 1 was on Tuesday, and we set up Instagram with you. We showed you how to do it. Now that's recorded and saved. So if you haven't watched that yet, you can go back and watch it. And today is module 2. Now module 2 is about types of posts that you can do on Instagram and how to create them. Now we're going to go through it and show you those today on, and also you can watch and then go back later and do it. Now we suggest that you watch the recording that we put up later today through the Facebook Demo Planning Place or the Demonstrator website, and they will be available and there for some time. Now, after this webinar, we want you to take your learnings and put it into action. We'll give you some homework at the end to put in place over the next few days. Now, be sure to use the Q&A on the webinar to start asking any questions. We'll be answering the questions at the end live on the webinar. We are monitoring them here, but we're also monitoring the chat on Facebook. So are you ready? Let's get started. I want to turn you over to Sarah and Lisa.
Hello, everybody. Again, welcome to Module 2 of the Building Success Through Instagram, brought to you by one of your Demonstrator Councils. As Emma said, our names are Lisa
and Sarah.
And this module is going to cover some Instagram content. So this includes the type of content with some tips and talk about filters. And we're going to show you how to post each of the 5 items and talk a little bit about hashtags and captions and call to actions and how important it is to strike a balance between business and personal posts.
So there are 5 types of content we're going to be discussing today. And remember, you can go back and watch this. I would watch right now and then maybe watch later at your convenience to take notes and to put these things into action. So the types of content we're going to be talking about today are static posts, carousels, stories, Instagram Lives, and Reels.
All right, the first thing we're going to talk about is the static post. So these are your single standalone images or graphics. So these are the ones that remain on your Instagram profile, and we posted an example there. And unlike time-sensitive content formats such as stories and reels, which what we're going to cover today, static posts just remain there until they are deleted.
So now we're going to show you exactly how to post a static image. When you first open your Instagram app, you're going to scroll to the bottom or into the top right corner and click the plus sign. Then you can choose a photo from your device's gallery and tap that to select it. You can then rotate it, you can zoom in, zoom out, crop it however you see fit if necessary. And then when you could see all the the things at the bottom there I've highlighted where you can zoom in on it, you can go in and out, and then when you're satisfied with how it looks, you can click next. After you do that, you can use the Instagram's built-in editing tools to enhance the photo. There's filters. You're using, you can do brightness, highlights, shadows, sharpening, and more. Filters are fun, but it's not good to go too heavy on them. Here's where you're gonna write the caption for your post. I just wrote something basic here, but when you're writing your caption, you want it to provide context for your photo, you want it to engage your audience, and you want it to have some relevant hashtags. And we're going to talk more about the strategies and things for that in module 3. Once you're done with that, you can, you can also share a story here or engage your audience. That's useful to acknowledge the source of your content. So if you shared someone else's photo, this is where you'll tag people. There's all kinds of options. There's really nothing you can mess up. So I would suggest playing around with the options here. And once you're satisfied with your post, you can just tap the share button. Your static post will then go into your Instagram feed and on part of your grid, which I'll show you here in a minute. You're scrolling down, you're gonna hit share. There's more options here, lots of options. Oh, and you can select your audience and add music if you'd like. That's a fun little feature too. Again, you can play around with these things and customize it and see what you like and what you don't like. Then you hit share, it's finishing up, and it will be added to your grid.
All right, next we're going to talk about carousels. And carousels on Instagram is a feature that allows you to post multiple images or videos where users can actually just swipe horizontally to view content within one single post. So it allows you to share a series of related images or videos or a combination of both, and you're able to share up to 10 images in one post. So these are really good for sharing ideas and information and storytelling. For example, you can share multiple angles of one single card. You can share all of our kits, or you can even share a project with all 5 ink colors in one post. So lots of options with these. And now we're going to show you how to post a carousel. And just a reminder that it's good to watch these videos, and then if you need to come back to them, you can. All right, so you're going to just open up the Instagram app and press that plus sign there at the bottom. And then you're going to click the multi-image tool button, which is that square button right beside the camera icons, sort of at the center right. And clicking that button is going to allow you to select images from your gallery. Again, you can select up to 10 images or videos. So once you have those selected, you can click on Next, located at the top right. And much like static posts, you do have the option to edit your content here. You can apply filters. I will point out, if you are using Stampin' Up! Images like I did here, there will be no need to edit them because they're already nice, bright photos and high quality. So once you have that finished, you can click on Next. And again, you can play around with those editing options, and you can actually scroll through the images here to see what it would look like. And then you want to add caption, much like you do with a static post, and some hashtags, and just making sure they're relevant to what you're sharing. So for example, if you're sharing card kits, you can use card kits as a hashtag. And then you have some additional options such as tagging people. You can set a location or even add music to your post. So you can go through and play with those settings as they're set in static post, and then click on share. And then Instagram is going to add it to your feed, and your customers will then now be able to scroll through the different photos and interact with it, such as liking or sharing it themselves.
Now let's talk about stories. An Instagram story is a feature that allows you to share temporary photos and videos. They do disappear after 24 hours. Stories are displayed in a slideshow format at the top of the Instagram app, separate from the regular feed. They provide a more casual way for you to share moments, updates, and creative content with your followers. So now we're going to show you how to post a story. And remember, you can go back and watch this later. First, you're going to open the Instagram app and tap your profile picture at the top, or you can swipe right from the feed to access the camera. I like to click the profile picture at the top. You can capture a photo or a video using the camera icon there, or you can choose something from your device's gallery. Once you've chosen something, you can use the creative tools to enhance your content. You can add stickers, text, or interactive elements. Here, I'm going to add a little bit of text using the ABC icon at the top. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go back into the little sticker. There's a guy with the smiley face up there, and you can see there's lots of options here. You can ask questions, you can add links. I'm just going to do a little poll on what do you think of this card. I thought about adding 3 options here, but really I'm just going to say, what do you think of this card? I love it, or it's not for me, and let my followers decide which one they like. And here again, like I said, I was going to do a 3rd option, but I thought I'll keep it simple. Just do 2. So once you do that, you kind of can move it around, place it where you want. You want it there, but maybe not taking up your whole photo. And then you can hit your story and it shares it to your stories up at the top of the Instagram app for 24 hours. Now you can go back into that by clicking your story, and then you can swipe up and it'll show you who's voted on it. It'll show you who's seen it. There's a little eye there in the middle part of it, and it'll show you who's seen it. You can also delete it from here as well.
All right, now we're going to talk about Instagram Live. And I know this can be a scary topic for many, but I promise you it's not. So this is a feature that allows you to broadcast live video to your followers in real time. It really allows that instant connection with your audience. And it's temporary and concludes at the end of the session, but it really provides an authentic in-the-moment experience for your followers. And then you can actually share the live video to your feed, and then in turn you can share it to your stories. I will say that the video needs to be a minimum of 1 minute of a live video in order for you to save it and share it. And I'll just let you know that it's not as scary as you think. I know going live really scares a lot of people, but it really is a great way to meet new people and connect with your audience. So I know it may be a little bit out of your comfort zone, but just like put that foot out of your comfort zone and go live for even just 1 or 2 minutes to say hello. And then, it gives you an opportunity to get your feet wet. So if you haven't tried it yet, we're going to encourage you to just give it a go, go live for a minute, and then you can save it and share it. All right. And now we're going to show you how to go live on Instagram. All right, so you're going to make sure you open up that Instagram app and touch the plus icon at the bottom. And then you're going to scroll down at the bottom and select the live option. And this is where it gets a little bit real. You're going to add in your title for your live. In this case, I'm just going to say that I'm doing a mini catalog walkthrough. So this is a great way to show off the catalog and the projects within. Instagram is going to give you a 3-second countdown. So you got to get ready. And then you're live. You'll see the live icon at the top right. And then you'll notice the little text at the bottom. Instagram will actually let your followers know that you've gone live. So we'll send them a notification, and it will let them know that they can come and join you and connect with you in real time. Now I have trimmed this video down, but I did go live for just over, I think it was 1.5 minutes. So again, I'm just walking through the catalog, and once I'm done, you can click on the X located at the top right, and it's just going to make sure that if you are wanting to end the video, because I know some of us can click on things by mistake. So here you can actually share the video or discard it outright. And if you choose to share it, you can add a caption. So you can give it another title, you can add some additional information, and of course you want to add some hashtags in here as well that's relevant to your live video. It really could be anything. And then you have some additional options here as well, not as many as a static post or a carousel, but you're still able to tag people and add a location. And then if you click on advanced settings, you can turn off comments and hide the play counts and links. But once you're satisfied, you can click on share. And then depending on how long your video is, it could take a couple of minutes to upload, but otherwise it should upload pretty quickly and it will appear on your Instagram feed. And once it's on your feed, you can click the share button and share it to your stories, or you can save it. And you can see that the video is just playing back.
Now we're going to talk about Reels. Now we are going to go deeper into Reels in Module 4, but this is just a quick overview of what they are and how to post them. A Reel is a short form video that allows you to create and share videos up to 60 seconds. I think it might be 90 seconds now in length. They offer a creative tool that allows you to reach new people, and they're designed for fun, entertaining, and shareable content, making it an integral part of Instagram's experience. So now we're going to show you how to post a reel. So once you filmed your reel and everything, this is how you're going to post it. You open the Instagram app and tap the plus icon to create a new post. And again, you can tap from the bottom or the top there. And that is the reel. I'm just showing the beautiful Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper. You can see at the bottom there are different types of posts. You're going to want to make sure you're selecting reel. And then you can select your video, or you can record with Instagram. Again, more on that in Module 4. You're going to add music, effects, and other creative elements here. There's all kinds of different options. I suggest playing around with them at first, or even just seeing what's there. You're going to type out your caption again. You want to use hashtags here as well to increase your discoverability and your reach, relevant hashtags. So for something like this, I would do like maybe hashtag Stampin' Up, hashtag Fresh as a Daisy, just so it's relatable. You have the same type of options here too as you do for static posts and carousels. And you can also change your cover image. So this is what will show in your grid. I liked showing that paper, so it makes it look like it's very interesting. And once you're ready for sharing, you just click share. It might take a little bit depending on how long your reel is, but once it's finished, it will appear in your feed and in your grid. And mine must have been a little bit long because it took a second to finish up.
Okay, so we are going, this is one of the last items that we're going to talk about, and I am actually very passionate about this. This topic is business versus personal, because it's not all about sales, right? I think the end goal is to reach new customers and get those sales. But, you know, the feedback we hear with Instagram is that, oh, I never get sales. I never get sales. And I think it's because people are always just trying to push product, sell services, right? It's just buy from me, buy from me. Like, let's just sell something. And I think, you know, we've all experienced this through our own Instagram feed and we just kind of scroll past. But if this is all you're doing, you're likely not going to reach your ideal client and make sales. So instead, you want to try to balance between personal and business content, because the customers don't just buy Stampin' Up because of the product. I think obviously that's a huge part of it, but we're our own personal brands, and our customers connect with us some way, and we are our brand. So whether, you know, they like our style or whatever it may be, you know, we hear this from, you know, Brenda Sturz talked about it, Mel Robbins talked about it. And, you know, I've done a lot of learning about this, and a lot of other high earning direct sales leaders from across direct sales company will tell you that you need to strike a balance. So we have fun stories, we have personalities, and I think it's important that our customers learn that about us. It just provides an authentic experience from them. And I am talking about from my own personal experience. Sometimes my personal posts get way more traction than my sales post. So it just helps keep the audience engaged a little bit. So our advice is just to, instead of constantly posting products and trying to get someone to buy for you, is just to be a bit more personable and let them get to know you a little bit as a person. I'm a firm believer that this will just draw people towards you and will likely lead to more sales in the long run.
So now we're going to look at our challenge homework for Module 2. We'd like you to look at other accounts to see these types of posts in action. We recommend starting with at Stampin' Up! Official, that's Stampin' Up's official Instagram page. And you can see when you go through it, the different types of posts that we've talked about here today. They post static posts, carousels, reels, and so on. And then we'd like you to post your first static image.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies. This has been wonderful, wonderful content. To finish up, for all of you that are watching us on both platforms, want to thank Lisa and Sarah, and also let you all know to come back for Module 3, which will be next Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you're joining us from. And while we have shown you all the different types of posts or content that you can put out there on Instagram, Module 3 will be talking about why, what the strategy behind when you want to post different things. So you know the how now. Watch this again on Facebook, or this will be uploaded to Stampin' University under webinar collection, the social media training. So you can watch and rewatch and follow along as you practice your posts and do your homework. And then next week, we'll start with explaining why you want to use each type of post. So, Emma, what else would you add in closing?
Yes, just there's been a lot of questions about where's Module 1. Module 1 is with all the, as you've said, you can also look at it, those of you on Facebook can look at it at the top of Facebook demonstrator planning place, which is where all our demonstrators can go to, and it's pinned to the top, and it's called Building Success Through Instagram. It's also found in guides, which is at the top of the Facebook page. So it's there waiting for you, the full recording, and you can go and check that out. This recording will be there later today as well, so you can go back on that. So yeah, let's say goodbye to our Facebook friends, and we'll keep our webinar open for some chat now.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.